Last week, I did a poll on Instagram asking people how many hours per day they spend on social media platforms. And the result was actually pretty surprising. People average 3+ hours a day on social media. As a business owner, your time is super valuable. So let's see what scrolling on social media is costing you each year. Opportunity cost, my friends, is what you give up to choose one thing over another. In this case, the time that you spend on social media has a tangible value in terms of what you could be accomplishing in your business instead. So let's break it down. Imagine that you cut down your social media time from 3 hours a day to just 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. That's 10 hours a week that you've freed up now. What if you dedicated that extra time towards something like following up on leads? So let's say that you have a pool of 500 real estate leads that you have in your CRM. Let's consider that by spending those extra 10 hours a week on nurturing these leads, you're able to convert a pretty reasonable estimate of 2% conversion, which would equal 10 extra active leads per month. When you're working with active buyers, you should have a minimum conversion of 20% per month of your active leads. So this would end up being an extra 2 deals per month. If the average commission in your marketplace, just like ours, is about $10,000 times the 2 extra deals that you're doing per month, we're going to be making an extra $20,000 per month just because we cut our social media time down by 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. So just by cutting down our social media time by 2 hours, 5 days a week, we're able to earn an extra $20,000 per month, which ends up being an extra $240,000 per year. That's almost $250,000 per year extra by cutting down your social media time and putting that time to good use on follow-ups. It's pretty incredible how 3 hours of just scrolling on social media can have such a significant impact on your business. Now, I'm not saying you should completely ditch social media. It definitely has its value, but it's essential to strike a balance between leisure and productivity. I can also put this into a different equation. If I door knock for an extra 2 hours per day, 5 days a week, I'm going to be able to reach an extra 150 doors per day, or an extra 750 doors per week. You should have a conversion of about 3 to 4% on the low side for door knocking, meaning for every 100 doors that you knock, you should be able to get at a minimum 6 to 8 contacts. So if we turn this into a monthly figure of an extra 3,000 doors at 3 to 4%, we should have an extra 120 leads per month. Door knocking leads typically convert at a bit of a higher rate in that 5 to 15% in the first 6 months. So that also depends on the time of year. So even if we're going to go off of the 5% conversion rate, that'll equal about 6 new leads per month. Keep in mind that these are seller leads, and in the seller's market, these move a lot quicker. We're still going to go off of a 20% active lead conversion, which would end up being 1.2 deals per month, which financially, going off of our average GCI, would equal $12,000 per month, or $144 per year. So by door knocking an extra 2 hours per day, 5 days a week, that ends up bringing in an extra $144,000 just cutting a few hours off of your social media time. Lastly, let's calculate what each hour of social media time is costing us. So for this calculation, let's assume that we do cut out those extra 2 hours, 5 days a week, 52 weeks in a year, so 480 hours that we are saving. And we're going to be putting this into lead generation and lead follow-up. Our follow-up income ended up being an extra $240,000, and our door knocking income ended up being an extra $144,000. So depending on which one you choose to do with your time, you're going to be making anywhere from $500 an hour down to $300 an hour. So there you have it. Our aimless scrolling on social media is costing us anywhere from $300 to $500 per hour. For more business tips or lead generation strategies, like, comment, and subscribe.